Hi, hello traders. So we are about to do analysis and then take this gold trade. Remember, we are actually trying to pass our prop firm that we've almost failed. We are supposed to lose up to like 8% of that account to fail that challenge, and currently we are at 7 point something, so we are less than 1% to fail the account, but we are about to change the narrative, to change the situation, right, to come back from behind to actually pass that challenge, right? So now this is XAUUSD, that is gold, right? And we're coming to do analysis here and then take some trades, right? So this here is the daily time frame. We are in the daily time frame, and from the daily we can tell that we were bullish at this side, but looking at the structure now, we have actually turned and then we are now bearish, right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to look at the recent break of structure on the daily time frame, and that will give us the buyers that we are supposed to look out for, right? So when I look at this chart, the recent break of structure I can see on this chart is actually here, right? That is from this side here. This is the recent break of structure that I can see on the daily time frame, right? That's the recent one I can see on the daily time frame. And if that's the case, then you have to look for an order block that the price will retrace back into and then continue the sell, because this is clearly a sell setup we are having on the daily time frame, right? So if that's the case, let's zoom in a little bit. So this is the thing. Now this is from here to here that caused the break of structure, right? So this is the high, right? If this high is actually violated, let me mark the high. If this high is violated, it means that we are going up, right? But until this high is violated, we are still on a downtrend, right? We are still on a downtrend according to the daily time frame, right? So now we have to look for a level that price can retrace back into, then the sell can continue, right? That's a potential level. So let's zoom in a little bit to this movement that we have here. That's the high up here to the low that is down here, right? So let me mark the low also. So that you see what I'm talking about. This is the low, right? So now this is our trading range, the top here, the low here. That is our trading range right now, right? And remember, it's a downtrend on the daily time frame. So let's mark our order block, right? There are actually a couple of them. There's one here, there's one other block here, right? There's one other block here, and then there's one other block here, and then there's another other block here as well, right? There's another block here as well. Okay, so that is it. These are other blocks. So these two are other blocks that we have, right? This is the recent other block, so that's the one I'm going to focus in on more, right? So right now we are waiting for a retracement into this other block, then we see the reaction that will happen, then we take a sell down, right? If it gives us a change of character there on a lower time frame, we sell. If not and it breaks, then we target the above one, right? Okay, so now let's now move to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, this is what we are having. Remember, we are trading. This is the first POI on the daily, right, that we are looking at to take our sell. Now on the 4-hour time frame, when we come and we zoom in very well, we can see that there's actually a sweep of liquidity and then a change of character that has happened here, right? When you look here, you can see this here. This is a change of character. This is a change of it's a change of character. Why is it a change of character? Because price was coming low, and then when it reached here, it came low and then went up. Actually, there's a sweep of liquidity also, which also confirms that this is a change of character, which is here, right? This line here, you see, this is a liquidity sweep. Let me just mark it as a liquidity sweep. Right now, this is liquidity sweep because price did not close below this. It just came and wick this low, right? It swept liquidity and then went ahead to go and clear the high that was formed previously, making it a change of character. Now, since this is a change of character, and we know very well that on the daily we are targeting this zone up here, now you have to now look for buys, right? You have to look for buys into this zone, right? You have to look for buys into the zone. So in that case, on this 4-hour time frame, you have to look for a retracement into an order block, right? And then we take the sell, take the buy, into our daily time frame, our daily POI. sorry. Right, so this is the order block. This is the order block on the 4-hour. This is the order block on 4-hour. This order block is what caused this change of character that is up here to happen, right? So now we are waiting for price to come down into this order block again and then continue the move, right? So basically we are looking at something like this. We want price to come down into this zone, then continue the move upwards into our daily POI, right? That is the move that we are looking for right now. Okay, so that's it for the 4-hour. Let's now look at the 1 hour. Let's see if we can get some precise maybe we can take the sell that will be coming down from this zone to the 4-hour point of interest. We can just take that sell, because 4-hour can take a lot of time to actually play out, so let's go to 1 hour and let's just see what is happening on the 1 hour. So right now our point of interest right now is this, right? On the 4-hour, this is our point of interest. So on the 1 hour we are going to be looking for sales into this zone, right? Remember the daily time frame is giving us a sell bias already, right? A sell bias. So this one is going to be something like a counter trend into this 4-hour POI. Then we buy from this 4-hour POI into the daily POI, and then do a potential sell which is going down, right? So this is our 1 hour time frame. On our 1 hour time frame, we can see clearly that this is our last break of structure, right? This is a break of structure that happened on the 1 hour. Sorry, this is a break of structure that happened. Now the low that caused this break of structure, was it broken? If it was broken, then clearly we have then changed character, and it means that we should be positioning for a sell. But if the low has not been broken and it's still holding strong, then it means that we should continue looking for buys, right? So now this is the break of structure that happened. Now when you look at where the order block is going to be, which is the low this side, look at it carefully. Look, here we have it. This low have actually been broken. See, this low have been broken. So because of that, this is going to be a change of character on the 1 hour, right? This is a change of character on 1 hour. In that case, what your 1 hour is telling us is that this has changed character, so we should be looking for sales. In that case, where is the order block that caused that break of structure? This is the order block that caused the change of character. This one here we have it. That's the order block that caused the change of character. So because of that, we're expecting price to come into this order block and then go down, right? And then go down back. Now look, when you look at this, you can see that in this box that we are having up here, price came into the box and then rejected, but it didn't actually come into the, like, it should at least come into the half range or go and clear liquidity above this. It has not done that. It came in here less than half of the box and then went down again. So there's a high chance now for price to come back into the box again before shooting down, right? So right now this is going to be supply area. That's a supply area that will be looking to take the trade to the downside, right? So basically this is how it's going to be. So you're going to wait for market to open and then price will go into the zone and then we sell down, right? So this is going to be structure positioning. We position here, right, and then order block slightly above the high, right, and then we target the 4-hour, the mid range of the 4-hour order block that is down there, right? So this is going to be a trade setup for gold when the market opens. This is Afro Trader. I hope you got knowledge from this. I will update you more on how things go, but this is what I'm looking for according to me. All right.